We are Art and Bonnie Joyce, and we are starting our second van trek adventure, our second long one. We are starting out here in Bel Air, Michigan, and this is property that belongs to our family. Unfortunately, it's for sale because Mom and Dad have both gone to their reward and none of us live up here anymore. But this is the farm that my grandparents bought when they were first married, and it's still in the family. Across the street, you see the house where my dad was raised. Here's another view of the house my dad grew up in. I'm sure the garage is a much later addition. I knocked on the door, but no one answered. We are probably the first people to camp out on this land since the 90s, when Mom and Dad used to come up with their big blue Chevy van. I guess they are kind of the ancestor of our van life. If you haven't seen our van before, you might want to look at the complete tour that we did a few years ago. But we've outfitted the van very cheaply to live in. This is our cooler with the kitchen box on top. We just take that kitchen box to whatever picnic table we're using for our meal that day, and whatever food we need out of the cooler and out of our food bins down below, take it to the picnic table and make our hot meals or cold meals. We're taking much fewer hanging clothes this time because Art has upgraded our electrical system to accommodate much more electrical power, and we're able to actually use a French press to heat water, which has been a wonderful addition. There's our dirty clothes hamper, and behind the little stool there is a porta potty. We have two very small folding chairs back in that section there, as well as the two extra batteries that he added to give us the extra power. We also have added lights that are dimmable, and they've been very helpful. And a fan. On our first adventure, it got very hot in the van at night, especially during certain times of the year, and the fan is going to make that so much better. It can go in or out. Very low profile, does not add to the height of the van very much. So in here are all of our clothes, and you can see a few toiletries. Last time we had that whole top drawer full of linen closet stuff, you know, all the stuff that you keep in there. This time we only brought what we thought we would use and put the rest that we thought we might need in another bin. So there's room in that top drawer for all of our underwear, and then each of us has a clothing drawer down below. The green bag there is that's my Walmart bag, where I can take that wherever I'm going to clean up, and that's got my toiletries in it, toothbrush, toothpaste, all that stuff. And behind it is our 4 gallon jars of water, with the 5th one in the front there. 2 bins of supplies that we use almost all the time, and of course our coffee pot. Art built this bed out of lumber, and it holds a full-size foam mattress and a duvet cover that we stuffed with a winter sleeping bag. We can use it with or without the sleeping bag depending on the season. On your wall you see another new addition. There are 2 of these. One is for times when we want to appear like we're a commercial van, and we can just stick these on the side of the van and we look commercial. It's kind of a stealth camping thing. We use hooks for everything. Hooks and magnets. The clothes are on a wire up here that he installed. Blackout curtains make it just like night, even during the day. It's very handy. And over on this side we have a bungee where we can hang clothes to dry, an extra fan if we need extra air movement, and here's an umbrella. Anyway, this is our home away from home, and it's very comfortable. This curtain separates the back cabin from the front. And we usually keep that closed all the time because he drives with mirrors. And we've also added a backup camera. Another nice thing that Art added since our first trip is a running board, which means we can step into the van instead of having to get in on our knees. So that's been very nice also. In the back of the van, we have more storage. We've raised our nighttime curtain there. And at night that's down to block the light. And we have our two anti-gravity chairs that fit just perfectly in the space behind the bed. And then we can take those out and have access to more storage underneath.